Oh, how y'all doing, fellas?
Good.
Hey, Coach. Blessed and highly favored. Blessed and highly favored.
Hey, man, y'all been doing a heck of a job this season, man. I appreciate y'all due diligence, just to honesty, the truth. This, I don't mind when you get it in our butts. If we deserve it, we deserve it. It is. All the spade is paid. If I'm messing up, I'm messing up. I get it, right? So I respect that, man. And Big Dog, God bless you, man. Y'all doing a great job, man. And Neely, you've been consistent. RJ is bringing that heat. Oh, man, golly, you doing the thing. You got everybody but the gunner. You interviewed everybody but gunner, huh?
Yeah.
Hold up real quick. Shouts out to everybody checking in right now. This is BIW, Chico City and the place to be. Shouts out to RJ Young, Colin Moore, Coach Prime, Uncle Neely. This is the stream from our Zoom call that Uncle Neely was so gracious enough to set us up with at the request of Coach Prime. This is like the third one we've done. First one that we're actually posting everything that you guys can see. And you can see Coach Prime address a plethora, as he would say, a plethora of issues that people have been asking as far as questions goes and such. So here's straight from the goat's mouth, all the questions y'all wanted to know. Well, Coach Prime answers them right here, at least the ones that we asked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we didn't ask all the questions, excuse me, but we'll possibly have another chance to do this, and I'm sure we will be able to ask a few more questions. So here we go.
And I'm trying to get them in.
Because I got to get back to we premiered a documentary tomorrow, and then it's on, after that. So
yeah.
So I just wanted y'all to be able to shoot your questions and let's talk and let's have a good time so y'all get content that nobody else gets, because I ain't talking to nobody but national media. That I had a media day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I love what you proud the parents, Big Dog. I do. I love what you do with the parents, man.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
It's hard for them complain when you got them on. You know.
Right.
I'm on the backtrack on that. Oh, let's go.
Look, Coach, I want to get it on and popping. As we heading toward, we in the transfer portal season for real. We heading toward early signing day.
Oh, man,
I know it's 40.
That. You can't just run past that and just glance over. We in the transfer portal for real. Like that ain't like. See, that turns me on. That gets me excited when you talk about the portal. Like, ooh.
Well, hey, look, that's the thing though, because we were talking about it on the national level. You know, no stranger to flipping the roster over.
Right.
How excited are you to go in the transfer portal and see what's out there and see who wants to be a Colorado Buffalo?
Well, I'm immensely excited because this is like free agency for college football. It's I compare the portal to free agency. I compare the high school kids to the draft. That's kind of how we do it. And we have a certain formula that we go by, and we're right on schedule for everything that we thought that would happen. Like Neely could tell you, even before the season started, we knew our needs. We knew what we were going to do. I presented Rick with a whole game plan of 2024 before the season even started. So it's not like we're dumbfounded and we're lost and we're going into the portal blind and naked. If you watched us play, you would know exactly what we need. We need what you think we need, but we need a little more in certain places just for the depth and the stability of things. So we're tremendously excited about the portal because it's self-explanatory what the need and the desire is.
Do you feel like all of those pieces are in the portal?
Oh, yeah, they are in there. Not only that, they're in the portal, they're in high school, and they're on the team, and oftentimes they just need development. We had some guys like Milner Jones that took great strides in, and you saw him starting at the conclusion of the season because he was developed properly. And you see younger guys that's going to get an opportunity at the receiver position, at certain positions that work their butts off, and slowly but surely they start to develop and they're going to receive their opportunities.
Coach, is it some things that you be wanting us to say? Like, I know you could get on and say whatever you want to say, but is it sometimes you be saying, man, I want to just tell him, get on live and just talk about this for me in that direction.
I would love that, but it ain't right. You know, I got to let y'all do your jobs. And you guys, first of all, you do your jobs well. I wouldn't be talking to you if I didn't have a level of respect for you. But as a coach and as a head coach, you know, some things we can't say. And I think I'm probably the most transparent out there. I say pretty much everything I feel, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. It's certain things that I want to say. Now, you know, dirt. Like,
Yeah, cause I said, man, if you ever want to say something, just say, all right, take it and do it in your style, but get this out for me.
I can't do it because Nilly, if that was the case, Nilly would have did it because he's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, all right.
Level of professionalism that I must maintain, and I'm going to maintain it. But it's some things are so self-explanatory that I like. Dang, y'all got to think of this. I can't just feed you, you know, not y'all, but the everyday media that covers us. Like you didn't see this. Some things you want to say, but you can't do it.
Right.
Because if I tell the truth, they say I'm throwing kids up under the bus. No, I'm saying what you're saying. I'm saying what you're thinking. You're thinking what I'm saying, but I can't say it. I'm not throwing no kid on the bus. I would never do that. But if you ask me, what do we need? And I say what we need, then you mad that I told the truth about what we need.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Coach, a lot of coming and going in this off season, and it seems like you are the only person who is comfortable with this. I mean, it seems to make everybody else uncomfortable.
I don't know why. Why?
Well, that's why I'm going to ask you. Why do you think it makes people uncomfortable to see coaches and players coming in and out of the university at this rate?
See, that was one of those moments that I wanted to say something, but I had to catch myself.
Okay.
You got to provoke me. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to provoke me.
Oh, not trying to provoke you.
They're uncomfortable because they don't have control and they can't see what we see. It's nothing that we've lost or left that will have tremendous impact on us negatively. Right. So that in mind, and it's nothing that left that we didn't have expectation that it was going to lead. So moves was already in place well before any of this transpired. You got to understand, by the time the media get it, we've already had it and got it and flipped it and ripped it and understood what it was going to be and made reservations for it. So it's no surprise. And it's nothing that we didn't have expectation. Now, I don't expect a 2025 kid to decommit or something like that, because that's so far down the road. It's like, you just want attention because that's so far down the road. You don't know how this getting ready to play out. I know how it's going. And I'm going to say, all right. I know how it's going to play out. So that's maybe the only thing. The other things that have transpired and people that have left, we knew that. That was the game plan. That was the plan. Yeah, we knew that.
Hey guys, let me chime in on this as an inside media guy working close with Brian. You know, as Coach opened up and said, he ain't above and beyond criticism or someone saying what he could have, would have, should have done. But I think one place that we fail as more so the friendly media, you know, just using that term, if people that admire him and try to cover him, you know, numbers are numbers, man. And when you have players that leave here, one thing the coach would get accused of is throwing a guy under a bus, but that doesn't mean that the media can't report on that person's numbers. We had a tight end to leave that in 3 years, all he accumulated was 23 yards. But people will talk about, you had a guy leave, but they won't talk about the production associated with it. And that's not throwing somebody under the bus. That's attaching their record. We are what we are. We are a stats.
Right.
We are a team. And I think that we don't need to be in a position where we shy away from that, like, because that is what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's going to be attrition. There's going to be displeasure with anything in life. So you're going to have something that you may not have expected to jump in the portal. Do you see all the quarterbacks in the portal, right? Do you think
plenty of them?
Do you think their coaches thought that was going to happen? Like, this is a quarterback. This is not a backup who backs up the backup. This is a quarterback that's your starter at a major Power 5, and you dipped. Now that is something to say, Lord, okay, now I got to regroup. I'm going to do this. That's not transpiring at this point. And you got to understand, we have depth charts. We have the big picture on a board, and we know where we're going. Like, if a running back were to leave, we don't want you to leave because we feel like we got a great room. But if you do, we got to take care of business. If quarterback, okay, if we do, long as it ain't Shador, long as it ain't Shador, we got to make a move to take care of business, as well as the cornerback position, the linebacker. I mean, all those positions, kicking. You got to make a move to make sure you support that departure. But that's going to happen, man. These are kids. These are kids.
I think people get caught up in the 2025 kids decommitting too much when you have a whole another year to go through, and who knows what's going to happen at that time. So I think all that stuff is just blown out of proportion in the first.
It is, and Big Dog, I don't like really those kids to commit that early, because it's not genuine, it's not real. It's like an excitement. You went there and, oh shoot, I can't wait to get on that ride at Six Flags again. I can't wait to go back in. They open up a new ride over here in New Park, and here you go on the seesaw. Like, dang, this seesaw nice. Like that's just what it is. I mean, you like it, but the thought process of you sticking with that, it's far-fetched. It's really far-fetched, man. So that don't hurt, that don't bother you. It's newsworthy because it's us, but it happens all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
I could go ask a question that's probably everybody's looking to find out something about the offensive coordinator and the offensive line. What direction are you looking to go through? Well,
offensive coordinator, we're gonna be all right. I promise you that. And we're good. We're good there. Offensive line position has already been filled. I give you guys names. That's already been filled, and we are straight. Trust me, a guy with plenty of experience, plenty wherewithal, able to communicate through all the kids from top to bottom. Track record is wonderful. Where he derived from is a tremendous Power 5, and I love everything about it. When he interviewed with me, he knocked it out of the park, and he's ready and prepared. As a matter of fact, he's already in-house.
Okay.
You said you're straight at the offensive coordinator. Okay. So does that mean you're going to retain Coach Pat Shurmur, or you already?
That's likely. That would happen, but you got to hold on. You just got to hold on. You just don't know. You got to hold on. But let me tell you something about Coach Shurmur. Pat is phenomenal. I don't know if you noticed or you took notice of the conclusion of the season. We played tougher games. People got to Shador less. We
ran it more.
Yeah. It was a little more balanced. Playing tougher teams early on. I don't know if the teams were as tough as it was backside of the schedule. So I applaud Pat for coming in and implementing things, and that wasn't even his scheme. So you got to applaud for commanding the offensive attention and doing what he did. Don't criticize a person because of what you heard about yesterday, because yesterday is not today. Okay, so don't criticize Coach Shurmur because of what you think that transpired at the NFL level years and years ago, because I think all of us on this call right here and all the people that are watching has garnished a second chance in some capacity. We've done well with it. That's why we're here right now.
Yeah.
Coach Shurmur is a wonderful man who's respected by the entire staff as well as the team. And if that's the direction that I'm going, I'm real comfortable with it.
Any other?
Coach, I had one for you personally, because you had talked about this, I think, just a little bit, and how challenging this season has been for you. And your life has been one of excellence. at the highest level, right? We all know this. But one of the things that I'm most curious about, especially as a storyteller being in this job, is what this has done for you, if anything, to change your perspective or to give you more perspective, or what does it mean for you going into 2024, you personally, not necessarily the program?
I've garnered a little more patience, a little more understanding and wisdom in certain situations. I made a few mistakes that are public, that, okay, I got to get this right, or I got to spend more time here, or I got to make sure we're managing that and we're managing this. So criticizing myself is first and foremost, critiquing myself and make sure I'm on my game. Secondly, I always challenge myself to be a better leader, man, and a better visualizer, if that's a word. My gift is communication and relationships and visualizing and seeing around the corner, not seeing that's directly in front of me, but seeing way around the corner. And I'm going to do a better job with that. I have no problem with motivating and inspiring and encouraging and getting us prepared to go out there and do our thing. But when we do our thing, we got to make sure we're dotting I's and cross T's. And we're so direct when it comes to discipline. But then when you see undisciplined on the field, I would take that responsibility. But
yo, this is the Big Dog Chico C and the place to be. Just in case y'all don't know, y'all see right here in this corner, this is from the pregame show. It was posted on the pregame show page. This is just a live stream replaying it from the pregame show page. If y'all want to check it out on their page, also you can on Uncle Neely's page. I'm not sure if it's on the other guys' pages, but yes, we're able to show this and use it the way that we would like from Coach Uncle Neely. So appreciate all the comments coming in. Chico trying to move up from right. Lord have mercy. Y'all be wilding. All right. Coach Prime have supporters. All faith, no fear. What mistakes did you make? What up, Buff fam? Yeah, so once again, appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and show this thing again. Oh, now the Spencer. My dog Big Spence up in here. What up, baby? Going to get more subscribers, hopefully. You know, that's what it's for. Most subscribers can tune in and listen to us, and now they can probably understand that, hey, we know a little bit of what we're talking about. We're not just talking from the side of our necks like you might see from some, you know, I'm not going to say no names, but just from some other people. You know, you just never know. You might, you know. So everybody hit me on Instagram now. Everybody hit me on Twitter now. Appreciate it, and so on. But let me see what this one is real quick before we get back to the video. Okay, I'll get on that. Here we go, though. Once again, it's on. Shout out to Coach Dancy. Y'all see that, right? Y'all saw it. Somebody saw it. Somebody saw it. Let me see. I'll post it like this. Somebody saw it, or is it already in the video? I didn't even watch the full live yet, but I know what was in there. I don't know if anything was taken out. So I haven't reported anything yet until I watch the whole thing and make sure everything is in there that we could report. I know he already addressed the offensive coordinator, but I don't know if we got to this part yet, but I guess so, since the comments are saying it. You know what I'm saying? Coach Prime said he ain't worried, dog. New offensive line, new outside linebackers coach for Colorado is who y'all think? Who y'all think? All right, let's get back to it real quick, and I'll come back after it's over with and let y'all know what I think. All right. Salute, double salute.
Everything we do starts with discipline in the way we work and the way we dress and the way we're on time, the way we go about practice. So I got to do a better job of holding us accountable in meetings and everything when it comes to discipline, because that results into penalties and missed opportunities. And we had a tremendous amount of missed opportunities. That's why I said we don't know how to win, because we get in that situation where we could either win it, or we could give up a first down, or we could give up an explosion, or we don't get the first down and we run the wrong route, or something crazy, or we miss the ball, or we hold the ball too long. Is something happens. So we got to learn how to manage and be disciplined in all those situations. I learned patience too, my man. See, a lot of this happened. I'm sorry, RJ. A lot of this happened at Jackson in the spring. So we've been through a lot of this and seen a lot of this. So it's not nothing new to us. I think we were 3-3 or 4-3 because they gave us a game in the millie, something like that. So I've been to that point where you critiqued and judged and saying they count you out, and I'm like,
And that's what we're on right now, right?
yeah, because I know the cake is cooking. I see it. You know, I got one of those ovens where it's a glass. I see this thing. You know, back in the day in the hood, you had to open the thing up and pick it down.
Yeah.
Those ovens.
Is it brown? Is it brown?
And you come. Hey, you know, so I'm good. I don't trip because I've been critiqued and criticized all my life, my man. So that stuff don't bother me. I just don't want it to get to the coaches or everybody else in the house. What they've learned is, man, everything is a spectacle. Like everything is magnified. Everything is critical. Like every play counts. The team learned tremendously. Like, hey, man, every single snap counts, and you got to be because these games are so tight that you got to be on your game every play, coaches included.
Well, look, Coach, I wonder about this, and again, speaking directly to your experience, because of the level of your work ethic and because of the level of your talent, I've always wondered: is it more difficult for you to coach a less talented player because there are certain things that you just can't teach that person, or they don't have it, or don't want it? So I look at Shedeur, I look at Travis, they got it, right? Yeah. There's not a whole lot that you got to do except point them in the right direction. Kind of like what needed to be done with you, if I'm being candid. You just need to be told that you could go do what you need to do. You don't have 85 of those guys. So I wonder, is it difficult for you to communicate just how things should be done? Because one of the things Bill Russell would try to coach, and they would say, hey, do it like me. And be like, can't nobody do it like you. You Bill Russell. So you have to teach it differently. I wonder, is there a specific instance in which that might have occurred for you?
No, because I don't have the expectation of myself through my kids. Personal as well as the team. It would seem like Travis got it, but no, I have to stay on him about little things, like little things that he needs consistency in. Shedeur, it would seem like he have it all, but when he comes to the sideline, I could just say one little thing and I know what button to push. Jimmy, the same way. Shiloh is the same way. Cam is the same way. That's the relationship part that God has gifted me in, that I know these kids and I know them, whereas I know what to say. I know how to push the button. I know how to hit them, but I don't expect me out of them whatsoever. I don't expect the decisions that the coaches would make to be my decisions. I don't expect that. They're uniquely constructed. They're uniquely thought-provoking, and I love them for who they are. That's why they're hired. So no, I do not expect that. But what I do expect is your best. I expect your best. I don't expect me, but I know what you're capable of doing. So I expect that. So I got to find out who you are, what you are, how you are, so I could get that out of you all week long. So on Saturday, guess what it is? It's routine. It's routine and it's consistent because that's where you are. That's how you practice. That's how you work. Now it has become a habit. It has become a habit. And I tell the kids all the time, if you want to know what we want, look at your coach and duplicate that. That's all you have to do. So you got to be unique in building a staff that, okay, so give me the mental makeup of Coach Sal. Man, Sal is tough, man. He's rough. He's rugged. He don't play. He has a high motor. He's always, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, give me the mental makeup of Coach Mathis, man. He's smart. He's studious. He's on point. He's detailed with the little things, and he's studied and prepared. Well, don't you think I want our cornerbacks to be that? Like that, all you have to do is look at the mannerisms and the makeup of the coaching staff, and that's what you want. Now, when you're not getting that, I got to check the coach. Okay, that's simple. You got to check the coach, you got to check the staff, and I got to check me for allowing it. That's on me. It all goes back to me.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, I do want to just tell you, man, thank you for allowing me to even be a part of the Zoom, allow me to get access like y'all allowed me to do, man. That was a blessing on top of blessing. And nearly two even hit me up from the jump. So I thank y'all for that.
Man, this is the thing about these type of relationships. They're built on trust.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we have an opening, I get calls from everybody named Mama. I got a coach for you. I want to coach with you. I could do this and I could do that. And I'm like, guys, this stuff is built on relationships. I don't bring anybody in-house unless it stems from a relationship. Because when it gets hot, we got to trust one another. Because it's going to be hot. And this season got. So when you're looking around, you want to make sure everybody in there is down with you. They for you. They for these kids. They for the cause, and then we're on one mind, one body, one soul. And the reason you guys are on this call because I trust you.
Right.
I trust what you're gonna do with information, and I'm willing to give it to you because I trust you, and I trust enough that you're gonna hold me accountable as well. Shoot, if I mess up, say it. I'm gonna say it. Because I'm gonna first say it. I'm good with it. I'm not beyond, I'm not above that. I'm still learning the processes as well. And I'm learning my team, and I'm learning the situational football. And I'm just learning as well. This is not too big for us by any means. Trust me. Football is football at what level. And I wish to God they would know that, especially deriving from HBCUs, man. Those are wonderful coaches that we coached against. And I'm telling you, I know, man, some of those kids can play and be dominant in Power 5 football. I'm telling you what I know. And coach, well, scheming wise, schematically, watch what Coach Dancy does this season. Oh, by the way, he's your outside linebacker coach. Let's run with that, okay?
Look, I had already told everybody. I said, look, I done seen them boys out there. He
was a former head coach, a guy that's one of the smartest guys on the staff that just needed opportunity. And guess what happens? He got opportunity. You talk, man, when I tell you Vincent Dancy is shoot. He will be a coordinator one day somewhere, then consequently a head coach. He is like that and then some. So I'm thankful. You know, I love Nick. Now you got to understand I love Nick. This is not an insult to Nick. But Vincent Dancy, shoot. Ask anybody. Ask Coach Kelly, anybody in that staffing room, what he brings to the table every day. Yeah. One of the most intelligent coaches and can recruit and just shoot. When he talks to the team, when I put him up in front of the team, you could tell he was a head coach. And demands attention, and he ain't stuttering or stumbling. He got it.
And a nice fade.
Let me ask you this. You know, you used a lot of words about expectations, trust, learning what you learned this season. As you look at working this portal this time around, what are you looking for different? I don't mean like offensive line, defense line, you know, trenches, whatever. I'm talking about his makeup as the player.
Starters. Not the backup who backed up the backup. Starters. Now, starters ain't on sale. Let's just get that straight.
Not on sale.
Hey, I got a lot of respect from Nebraska when he came out and said, "Yeah, a good quarterback costs $1.5 million." I was like, "Show you right."
Coach,
show you right. And I called from Shador saying, "Now you know if I was on the market right now, Daddy, I leave him."
Coach, with you knowing how you set up Jackson State to come in and dominate when y'all got back, and then y'all roll call from there. Do you see it the same way? Cause I tell everybody when I'm on the call, I say, bro, 23 Coach Prime trained guys. He trained them for free and say, y'all gonna go start somewhere else. So I named all the other guys that were starting at other places that you trained with Coach Mo. And I say, now Coach Mo get to go in knowing he gonna put 8 months of work in on these guys that will be there. So do you go into it knowing like, oh boy, all right, we got this one here, we got that one here. We need them here in January, and bam, it's game on.
You know, I'm not gonna say game over. You're right with the strategy and what we plan on doing. and getting everybody in the house and understanding our way, understanding the way we do things, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we practice, the way we work, the way we run. I mean, the way we think, the way we study and prepare. When you get everybody in house, you got to understand it was just a few days ago that we came to Boulder. So everything, hurry, rush, and you it's no way you could really assemble the team you desire. You try to get everything you can in house, then you figure it out. But now you know exactly what everybody who watched us play. This is gonna be my last statement. I got to get in this car. Everybody who watched us play this season came out with the conclusion. We lost. We got our butts kicked twice, but the other 10 games, they said, "Man, boy, if they had that." Ooh, Lord, if they just had a little more of that.
Yeah.
You said that, don't you think we know that? Like
Correct.
So that what you were thinking? We getting it. Like we going to get that. We have some key pieces and key places that are exceptional, and we're gonna ride with that because skill-wise, we was on par with everybody.
Right.
It's the big skill-wise.
Right.
Yeah, we got some skill talent in there. We're gonna add some more skill to that. So we could be explosive on both sides of the ball, not just on one side of the ball, side of the ball. But man, I'm so darn excited, man. I'm not upset. I would have loved to have one more true. You know that. That was our expectation. Yeah. But everything we did, we took it to another level.
Right.
Dang. Not one thing that we missed on that we didn't take to another level. Everything we touched, everything we did, we took to another level. And guess what? We gave you hope that you said, "Oh God, boy, if they just had, they just had that." Or Shador had a little more time. Oh man, he had another Travis on the other side, which is hard to find anywhere. But
yeah.
So we're gonna go out there and get it, man. And hold tight. I tell you what, just hold tight because you're going to see it start within this week. All right.
See, when big dogs say hold tight, everybody say hold tight. Ain't nobody gonna hold tight. Hold tight for what? You lying, big dog. You don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to hear you say nothing. Hold tight. Shouts out to Coach Dancy getting it in, man. He's a new outside linebackers coach. You saw him and Coach Nick Williams, how tight they were during the whole season. I was able to interview Dancy also. I'll play that interview next. And what he said about Coach Prime and how he gave him praises. And then also, this is for all the people who saying Coach Prime left the HBCUs and he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Now he's elevating another, or the HBCU coach he brought in before, he's elevating him to now a position job. And he's talked about him and talking about how he will eventually be another head coach again. Man, this is elevation. This is helping out your brothers right there. This is the relationship building. This is Coach Prime doing what he does. And you still got people want to hate. Let them hate, but hold my beer. You feel me? Hold my beer. I'll show y'all the Coach Dancy interview next.
You're gonna see it start this week. All right. I'm telling you. I didn't stutter nor did I stumble. You're gonna see it start this week.
Y'all hear that, right?
God bless y'all.
Game on then. Appreciate it.
Appreciate your time, Coach.
God bless y'all. You feel me? Let me see if I can find this interview. Coach Dancy. Here we go right here. Check this out. Checked up on game day. What you got going on today? When you gonna get the thing done?
Man, right now I'm just, rocking the hat. It's been a long work week. So during the work week, I rock that hard hat because that's what time it is. I may freshen it up a little later on this evening. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, tell me your background real quick. Football,
man, played at Jackson State. Good career at Jackson State University. Played safety at Jackson State. End up getting into the coaching world under Coach Comedy at Jackson State. Traveled with him everywhere he went. They ended up going to Mississippi Valley, becoming the head coach at Mississippi Valley for 5 years, and came with Prime to Colorado.
And did that relationship with Coach Prime happen when he went out there to visit Mississippi Valley, or was it different? Dang, I'm talking. My bad. After, sorry, I did. This is a great question, Chico. Why didn't you mention your idea of recruiting Polynesian players? I was waiting to hear that. I wanted you to ask more questions. Great observation right there. If you go back and watch, you'll see kind of why I didn't ask more questions, which was probably because I wanted to let the round table go, and we were privy that Coach Prime didn't have a lot of time like before or in the past, where we would stay on a little bit longer. This time was going to be a quicker interview, as you see, 29 plus minutes. And so I asked what I could ask. I did send Coach Prime a DM of a question that I had, and he said he'll get back to me after he get off the flight and done with the movie premiere. So as soon as I get that back, I'll let y'all know what that question was and his answer on that. And then hopefully I can follow up with the Polynesian players question and see what they bring in more. Here's Coach Dancy again.
Nah, it was before Mississippi. It was before he came to visit me at Mississippi Valley. We met at the yearly annual coaches media day. And it was just genuine. We talked, man, had great conversations. And it was genuine, man. He ended up helping me out a whole lot, was a mentor for me, man. Been everything for me. Friend, mentor, father figure, whatever you want to say, man. He's been the world to me, and all I can do is give it back to him with hard work.
Sure. That's real talk right there. You got to love Coach Dancy, man. All I can do is give it back to him with hard work. You understand me? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Check out the pregame show. Check out the other content creators that was on there, RJ, Life of Football, and myself. I appreciate it. Been putting in this work for a while, and, hopefully it can continue to go up, man. I'm just trying to continue to go up. I was able to meet Stephen A. Smith at a Colorado game. I was able to meet my idol in football, Shannon Sharp. I was able to meet Michael Irvin, Coach Prime, Cameron. You feel me? If I could have picked a game to go to, it would have been there to meet those guys. So that networking and relationship building that just comes from going there or being around Coach Prime, I'm sure it is is vast, because like I said, I shook hands with some greats. I exchanged phone numbers and contact with some greats, which has already, paid dividends. So I told Shannon, I say, man, I play tight end because of you, dog. And now I'm doing this because of you, Shannon, Ocho, Shan, all y'all, I'm doing this because of you guys. You understand me? So Coach Kev, throw the peace sign to you. Coach Hayes, throw the peace sign to you, dog. All of y'all throw the peace sign, and I'm going to go take me a private flight. I'm going to go have me a shower and shave, and I'm going to have a steak the size of your back, Ocho. No, Ocho, I ain't sucking no toes, Ocho. Oh, now I appreciate y'all tuning in once again, man. This is the biggest dog Chico Tennessee in the place to be. Salute Coach Prime, Uncle Neely, and the whole squad and the staff. Shout out to Pretty Tony. You know what I'm talking about? All the players. Oh, now. And we up in this thing. The B-I-Dub, the D-O-Dub, checking in and out. I'll be back later on with a live stream. Got something for you. All right? We're about to here. Appreciate your cookie cruncher. JK, Reef, J-Dot, Coach Kev, S Represent, the H-Fam, Chris Muhammad, Powerful, T. Nicole, Anixia, the man above, and everybody else in the comments. Appreciate you. Y'all already know how to do it, man. Run them likes up. We all up and about the same piece of news. Y'all.